Insurance.
This Sunday, April 19th, is 7-Eleven Day at Wrigley Field as the Cubs battle the Cardinals at 7:05. Throughout the game, great prizes will be awarded to lucky fans in random seats. Compliments of 7-Eleven. Oh, thank heaven.
Ted Lilly with the gem through 5. Iannetta the catcher, then a pinch hitter for Rush. It'll be Clint Barmas, followed by the center fielder Dexter Fowler. Here we go in the 6th. Called strike. It's 10 out of 17 first pitch strikes for Lilly. Slow curve.
Where was the pitch?
Iannetta held up.
Ball was all over the strike zone. Big breaking bender. It's going to end up down around the knees, possibly a little below. We'll show you in a moment. That was a case where the pitch not only fooled the hitter, it might have fooled the home plate umpire Andy Fletcher. Ball crosses the front of the plate above the knees. It's all over the white part of the plate.
Called strike 3.
Low fastball. His location has been so much better today with his heater, with the exception of those couple times he's tried to go in on right-handed hitters and didn't get it quite far enough. But keeping the ball down, keeping the ball on the corners of the plate.
Clint Barmas, who started 5 of the first 6 games at second base, and he comes off the bench in this one. Their former starting shortstop. He's from Vincennes, Indiana. He pulls one high and way out of play. Another product of their farm system, a 10th rounder in 2000 out of Indiana State. So he'd be a Sycamore, right? Matt Belisle is up in the Rockies pen. Another pop up. This will be playable, at least for the time being, with the wind, as Fontenot hauls it in. Fowler has not made contact. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
And showing a real weakness for the high fastball. A couple of heaters up there above the letters for call, or for swinging strike threes rather.
He's only 23. Thought about a bunt. Not a bad play. Fontenot's back. I don't think Mike will be back now. He'll stay in. Pitcher's strike to make it 1-2.
It's a backdoor slider. Such a devastating pitch. Ball starts off the plate away, just works its way back to the corner. Coy Hill squares it up right in front of his body to get the call from Andy Fletcher.
Making some noise here at Wrigley Field. In the air to right, Kosuke drifts over. Now in. Ted Lilly is not allowed to hit through 6. Cubs will try to give him some more run support when we come back.
Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Pepsi. Refresh everything. Visit refresheverything.com.
Yeah. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. And may you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. And may your heart always be joyful. And may your song always be sung. May you stay forever young. May you stay forever young.
Every generation refreshes the world.
Cool.
I love playing basketball. I gotta play. I've been playing for 50 years. I'm not gonna stop now. The biggest pain issue I have is my left knee. I had surgery on it about 10 years ago. A lot of times after I played, even sometimes when I haven't played, my knee aches. Sometimes for quite a while. By taking the leave, I know that the pain is gonna be greatly reduced or even completely gone during the game. Hi, my name is Richard Miller, and with the leave, I'll never stop playing.
Okay, maybe it was my fault.
She told me to kill the weeds.
And you did, along with the grass.
I used the wrong stuff.
Oh, there were dead spots everywhere.
This is the right stuff. Ortho Weed Be Gone Max. It kills weeds down to the root. Even the tough ones like dandelion and crabgrass.
But unlike that other stuff, it won't kill the grass. Ortho guarantees it. Kill the weeds, not the lawn.
Weeds, not lawn.
Got it?
Yeah. Ortho Weed Be Gone Max.
Defend what's yours.
Today's Honda Accord game summary. Tough day for Ubaldo Jimenez. Really struggled with his command. Clint Hurdle, the Rockies manager, got kicked out in the 5th. Ted Lilly has really been on his game today, and the Cubs have gotten 3 as they bat here in the bottom of the 6th. Visit your Honda dealer. Test drive a 2009 Honda Accord. Matt Belisle, a familiar face to the Cubs as a former Cincinnati Red. Signed a minor league deal in the middle of January, and the contract was selected on Friday, and he pitched against the Phillies. One and one on Kosuke Fukudome. He's walked his last 2 times. And I think he's doing what you talked about. Trying to stay ahead of the scouting reports. Really aggressive early on the road trip. Extremely patient today. He has looked at a lot of pitches.
Yeah, I think I've told the story in the past about a former teammate of mine, a former Cub for that matter, Manny Trio, who was notorious for standing at the plate like a statue to take the first pitch. He never ever swung at the first pitch unless he felt he had a team set up and it was a situation where he could jump on that first fastball and do some damage, and he would hack at that first pitch, yeah, maybe a half a dozen times all year long.
Leadoff walk. A little more on today's starting pitcher for the Cubs, Ted Lilly.
He's really had everything working in this game today. Good fastball with a little late life. Good changeup. Throwing that backdoor slider. We've seen a couple of the big overhand curves. But more than anything else, just the location on his pitch is keeping everything down, 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 unless he wants to go up the ladder and throw that high fastball.
Solid day for D. Lee. A walk and a run, a double, and an RBI single. He's on the interstate. Got out of the zeros. Now he's in the ones.
No longer a secret agent. When your batting average was in the zeros, we used to say you were a secret agent. 091. 074.
You telling me James Bond was not a very good hitter?
Not at all. Just couldn't lay off that slider low and away.
Belisle's 0-2, a fly to right. And Spilborghs, who began the day in left, now playing right. makes the catch.
Hello for James Bond. What was the dude's name? M, that had all the equipment?
Yeah. Sounds right.
Q, I'm sorry. I knew it was one
Q,
of those letters. Yeah.
Sure.
You know, it'd have some kind of an electronic eye in the bat and radar detector. When the ball entered the hitting zone, the bat would swing itself. And then it would all explode.
Long pause. Belisle steps off to look at Fukudome. Good move. Just a slight flinch from Kosuke.
Well, we talked about at the top of the show. Lou said he might have to play some small ball with this lineup, but with a 3-run lead, you figure now would be the time maybe to push some buttons. Get some runners in motion over there at first base. Good contact hitter at the plate, Mike Fontenot. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Tried it early in the game when Soriano reached with the leadoff base hit in the bottom half of the first, but then Ryan Theriot swung through a high pitch and Soriano was thrown out at second base. It's been pretty much station to station since then.
Johnson on deck. White Sox did beat Detroit 10-6. Gavin Floyd over Zach Minor. Matinee in the American League. Pittsburgh pounded out 14 hits in a 7-0 win over Houston. It was the Pirates home opener. Phillies 8, Nationals 6 in the last of the 7th. That game overshadowed by the death of Harry Kalas, a Hall of Fame broadcaster. A bouncing ball and a nice pick by Baker. He'll spin. Helton with the pick and the out.
Couple of nice plays there. Number 1, Baker ranging far to his left to make a play on this ball out in shallow right field, and then Todd Helton couldn't come up with one earlier in the ball game, but picks that one nicely just in time to get Fontenot at first base. As you see Mike Fontenot doing the gentlemanly thing right there. He could have run right up Todd Helton's back on that play. As Helton stretched out to take that throw, he was right in line with the first baseline, so Fontenot hit the bag and peeled off to the right to avoid a collision.
Runner at second with 2 outs. Dodgers lead the Giants 2-1. Couple of solo shots for LA. Orlando Hudson, Andre Ethier, 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th in LA. Mets will open up Citi Field tonight against the Padres. Strike offering off the corner. Ted trying to stay warm on a very cold day. Temperatures in the mid-30s around the first pitch. Ready for Sut in the 7th. Rick Sutcliffe will handle the stretch today. Looking forward to that.
He was out in the hall between innings practicing. At least I think that's what he was doing.
Ground ball to third. Atkins. Well, now he's going to try to get the tag play. They get Kosuke in a rundown. And the tag is applied by the second baseman Baker. 3-0 Cubs after 6.
I hear what you're saying. I just don't do commercials. It's not my thing.
Conan, this is different. It's a ton of money, and it's only going to be seen in Sweden.
Only in Sweden?
All the Hollywood guys do this.
This one commercial couldn't hurt.
Bud Light.
Vroom, vroom, the party starter.
Vroom, vroom, party starter. That wasn't me.
Hey, Conan, vroom, vroom, party starter.
Party starter.
So, he was meeting my friends for the first time.
We knew the perfect place to go.
So, we've heard a lot about you.
All good, all good.
I guess I did okay.
I knew they'd love him.
Try Olive Garden's new lasagna rollatini with pan-seared chicken. Oven-baked lasagna rolls stuffed with 4 Italian cheeses and fontina cream sauce. Or try it with savory sausage and tomato Alfredo, starting at $9.95 with unlimited salad and breadsticks.
It's a great time and good practice for my parents.
Olive Garden, when you're here, your family.
Hey, everybody, check this out.
Who wants white meat?
Tradition meets innovation. The surprisingly efficient Ridgeline, built by Hyundai.
You can buff up, clean up, but you can't cover up that bald spot. Instead of hiding it, solve it with Men's Rogaine Foam. In clinical testing, 85% of men regrew hair. Men's Rogaine Foam. Use it or lose it.
Time for today's Bud Light Fan Cam. Weather might not be perfect, but the Cubs are back in the friendly confines, so it's a lovely day.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Now, Bill Withers, great track. Today's Bud Light Fan Cam, just the right taste that never fills you up. The difference is drinkability. Spilborgs at the plate. The 0-1 pitch bounces up there, 1-1. Jody Davis will join Rick Sutcliffe for the stretch. In perfect harmony.
I bet their harmony as a pitcher and catcher is going to be a lot better than their harmony as singers. I'll just take a wild guess.
Two-one, a strike, 2-2. Johnson will give way. Fukudome, 1 out. There's so many days, Bob, during which you see a fly ball to the outfield in this park and you go, uh-oh. But not today.
That's not going anywhere, especially to right field, right center. Center field, everything getting pushed toward the third base side of the field. Fukudome actually came in on that ball.
Fouled back by Todd Helton. I mean, if a guy hits one out today, you tip your cap.
Yep.
I guess you do what Prince Fielder did to Reed Johnson.
I mean, I think you can get a little action to left field if you'd have to hit it really good. And once again, if you hit it too close to the foul line, the wind is just going to push it out of play. So it's the kind of day, if you're a pitcher and a catcher, when in doubt, especially against a right-handed hitter, throw it up and out over the plate and just let them see how far they can hit it in the air, because chances are it's not going anywhere today.
Lilly looking to put away Todd Helton. Not easy to do. He has a terrific eye at the plate. Off to a slow start. Came in at 176 and he's 0 for 2. Garrett Atkins on deck. Don't have to deal with Matt Holliday anymore. He was traded to the A's in the offseason. They still have some thump. Called strike 3. 2 outs in the 7th.
It's the same slider that he throws to the outside corner to right-handed hitters, but to a lefty, you'd have to call it a front door slider. Starts at the right knee of Todd Helton, breaks it over the inside corner, and just freezes a really good 2-strike hitter.
Low to Atkins, a strikeout and a flyout. The Rockies cleanup hitter. And there's the first hit for the Rockies. It comes with 2 outs in the 7th. A roller in the left. Those are the ones you worry about. Not the fly balls today, but those balls on the ground. And it found a hole. A standing O for Ted Lilly. 3 of his last 5 starts, he has taken a no-hit bid into the 7th.
I really felt today that he had the best stuff of all those starts, Len. I mean, you never really anticipate a no-hitter when Ted Lilly takes the mound, but as this game progressed and he proved that he could hit his spots consistently, was changing speeds well, had everything working, but at least the first one was clean.
I thought they were going to call it an error.
Give Coy Hill an error for calling the pitch.
You know, he'd gladly take it. Seth Smith with his first plate appearance. That missed. Well, now, you know, Ted Lilly was thinking about it. Jody Davis, Rick Sutcliffe. He doesn't want Smith to get on and bring the tying run to the plate. And it's Troy Tulowitzki with a lot of home run power on deck. Fouled back. And the first action in the Cubs pen all day, Angel Guzman, just in case.
Well, sometimes you do get a little concerned, Len, when a guy's throwing a no-hitter and suddenly gives up that first one. Sometimes it goes downhill quickly after that. So with that in mind, Lou got Guzman throwing as this at-bat started to Smith.
No report on why the Rockies took Brad Hopp out of the game in the 5th inning, but Smith came in his spot in the lineup to play left, and Spilborgh's moved over to right. The 3-2 of the runner going, and ball 4. So the tying run will come up. Things can change so quickly in this game, can't they? It seemed like the Cubs were up 12-0 when it was a no-hitter. And now the Rockies have the tying run at the plate.
Well, it looked very similar to the slider that he struck out Todd Helton with, that front door slider that we talked about, but that time apparently just came around the plate enough to be called a ball.
Always fun to watch Lou. Backpedaling half the way. Hasn't made the call yet.
I don't think Guzman was quite ready. They want to give him a chance to throw a couple more pitches, which is why Lou took his time to get out there, and now he is going to make the call to the pen.
There's only one place to see it all. World Wrestling Entertainment presents WWE Superstars. Every Thursday, a brand new, exclusive, one-hour show featuring every WWE superstar.
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn
The rated R superstar.
Charismatic Enigma. The What's a Killer, Randy Orton. Time to play the game. Rest in peace.
Every diva.
The most beautiful athletic women in the world.
Every heart-pounding moment.
You can't miss this.
WWE Superstars. Every Thursday. Only on WGN America. Expect action. Expect drama. Expect everything. Thursday at 8 East, 8 West on WGN America. Superstar.
I hear what you're saying. I just don't do commercials. It's not my thing.
Conan, this is different. It's a ton of money, and it's only going to be seen in Sweden.
Only in Sweden?
All the Hollywood guys do this.
This one commercial couldn't hurt.
Bud Light. Vroom, vroom, der party starter. Vroom, vroom, party starter.
That wasn't me.
Hey, Conan. Vroom, vroom, party starter.
Party starter.
Here's Angel Guzman as the Cubs go into their bullpen. Ted Lilly was excellent. The Rockies got their first hit with 2 outs in this inning. Garrett Atkins with a clean single to left. Then Seth Smith drew the walk on the 3-2 pitch. And with a righty Tulowitzki at the plate, Lou goes with Guzman in this spot. Fourth relief appearance for Angel. Here we go. That gets past Coy Hill. The runners are going to move up.
Tulowitzki with a first pitch slider. He just chokes it over there in that left-handed batter's box. Actually threw it right underneath Coy Hill. He didn't quite get the glove down to the dirt to block that ball. Just enough room for it to get underneath to the backstop. That'll go as a wild pitch.
The Rockies have found a way to stay in this game. They have but 1 hit, but they're threatening here in the 7th. Called strike. Boy, that was a generous call there by Andy Fletcher. Looked like Coy really had to reach off the plate. 1-1. Another one. That one much more in the zone. 1-2. Tapper foul. You saw Tulowitzki's bottom half start to move a little bit, but he kept his hands back and tapped it foul. Jason Grilli up in their pen. And with the short sleeves.
It's that knee buckle bailout swing. I was real good at that one. You get fooled by that breaking ball and you want to dive out of the way, but you realize it's breaking close to the strike zone, so you just take a hack at it.
Soft liner to center. Johnson makes the catch Time to sing the stretch for the first time this year.
Members of the 1984 Cubs, Rick Sutcliffe and Jody Davis.
All right, Cub fans, let's get loud. Let's do it. A one, a two, a three. Take me out to the lobby. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's one. The old ball
My doctor told me something I never knew. As we get older, our bodies become less able to absorb calcium. He recommended Citracal. It's a different kind of calcium. Calcium citrate with vitamin D for unsurpassed absorption to nourish your bones.
When your neighbors ask who does your lawn, just open your garage. Excellent maneuverability. Wide range of cutting decks. And the quality and great price of Craftsman. Innovations, the broadest selection, and better value. No wonder Craftsman is among America's most trusted brands.
Hi, I'm Alex Boylan. Join me as I circumnavigate the globe without a penny in my pocket.
I can't sleep now on that street.
We're gonna see some amazing places. We're pretty much in the clouds. Meet incredible people.
That feeling you get at night time is your soul's recognition that it's finally home.
All without ever knowing what's around the next corner. On Around the World for Free. Premieres Thursday at 9 East, 9 West. A WGN America original.
3-0 Cubs. No hit bid ended in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. But Angel Guzman helped Ted Lilly get out of that jam. And Rick Sutcliffe is with us in the booth. Always great to see you, Sut, along with your former battery mate, Jody Davis.
Boy, Jody picked me up again, didn't he?
Well, that's what catchers are for.
Bobby, you saw it. I started the game off with a wild pitch. If Jody didn't come up with it.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, well, you made that play a bunch of times. And then he saved me there with that singing.
Well, and I was insisting between innings that he saved you back in 1984, too. That last pitch of the game in Pittsburgh was a little off the corner, but Jody caught it so good.
Miles slaps it on the ground. Atkins at third will throw him out. Last time you guys sang together, Men in Blue, right? Going way back.
Oh, come on, man.
25 years.
I thought we destroyed all of that stuff. You ever do anything that dumb, Bobby?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Every January.
I will tell you this. It was John McDonough's idea. And it raised a ton of money for charities around here in Cubs Care, and so you do it all again because of that. But oh my goodness, Lynn, is that fun?
That's good stuff.
They say, now I don't know, but they say that's where they got the idea the following year for the Super Bowl Shuffle. With that thing was fun. That thing's still fun to watch. But
Clay Hill with a ground ball to Baker. 2 outs. You're kind of giving us some grief for having the windows out, but you wouldn't have the windows in if you were broadcasting today, would you?
I guarantee you if I could, I would. This is old school over here, though, man. I mean, you gotta suck it up, right?
That's right. Hey, players are in the cold, fans are in the cold. We should be in the cold.
I got to tell you, I walked into the mound. It was still coming down to begin with. My feet were soaked. I get to the mound, I step on the dirt. After about 3 steps, it's caked on the bottom. I wasn't worried about a wild pitch. I was worried about falling down throwing that first pitch. What a job by Lillard.
Well, he was fantastic today. And Guzman batting here is he's going to remain in the game in the 8th.
Well, Lou's a little bit short. I'm sure you guys have talked about it. I mean, the bullpen's a little thin. 3 of his starters not able to play today.
And a swing and a miss. Sut, can you hang with us for a couple more minutes?
I can do it.
We've got a heater
Absolutely.
here. I'll turn it on for you. We'll keep you warm.
I want both of them.
Keep you for a couple more. 3-0. Let's go back down memory lane here as we go to break.
Start your night with a bang, because we've stacked all the into one big hour. AFB tonight at 7 East 4 West on WGN America.
Why are you eating like that?
Like what?
A fancy pinky.
It adds to the whole truffle blizzard thing.
Come on.
Try it.
Fine.
Another spoonful, son.
It's heaven on earth. The new Midnight Truffle Blizzard. Decadent truffle pieces, cocoa fudge, and creamy DQ soft serve.
As your love has evolved, so have your gifts. From I like you, I really like you. I love you. I will always love you. And sometimes a gift says you mean more to me than anything else in the world. Life insurance from New York Life ensures your loved ones will always be taken care of. With 164 years of financial strength, it's the most selfless gift you can give. New York Life, the company you keep.
Cheez-It bakes so much real cheese in such small bites. People are wondering,
How does Cheez-It do it? I know.
Cheez-It.
Really?
Yep.
lots and lots of cheese baked into little bites. Cheez-It, the big cheese.
Here was the ceremonial first pitch today. Rick Sutcliffe to Jody Davis.
Pickett. That's a good two-strike pitch. You know, you want to throw one down there in the dirt and try to get the guy to chase it. That's what it was.
Well, I was trying to show Ted what not to do out there today, man.
Aaron Heilman's going to pitch, so Guzman just taking the at bat because, as you said, Rick, Cubs are short position player-wise. So here's Heilman, one strike on Jeff Baker. 3-0 Cubs in the eighth. Jody's lost some weight. I tell you, you both look like you did back in that video 25 years ago. And Rick, I know you've dealt with a tough health situation, but you look great. You're feeling good. We saw you earlier, and just glad to see you back. And
Lynn,
are you close to 100%? Because you look it. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And I got to tell you where it all started for me was for game one of the division series, being able to come back and throw out the first pitch. Bobby, as I walked to the mound, I was in tears, man. I mean, the ovation and going through chemo and radiation and 3 surgeries. And, I don't know if you guys know, I had an ileostomy bag on me then. And I don't care. I mean, it's like, you set goals and you want to do some things. And, getting up here to the booth and having Ron Santo give me a thumbs up and Vince Scully, put his hands together and bow. It was it was really the first day where I went, you know what, man, it's all been worth it. So, the one thing I want to get out is early detection. If you're 50, go get a colonoscopy and, do what those doctors say, because it gives you a chance, right?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you were 51 when you had yours, right?
I was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I mean, I didn't think I needed it. I had no signs whatsoever. And my wife forced me to go. And I went and did it and just, thank the good Lord.
Yeah, there are a lot of forms of cancer that are symptomless. Colon cancer certainly being one of those, and that's why you have to go get that test.
And that's all. It's real simple. I mean, it's the colonoscopy. There's not that much to it, and yet, you can sure save a lot of problems later on down the line.
There's Chris Iannetta with one out. Don't want to keep you too long, Sut, but at bottom of the 7th went way too fast. And
guys, it's a pleasure. You hear it all year long what a big fan I am, and this is going to be a special year here at Wrigley. I mean, last year was there have been some in the past, but this one's just got. There's so many good things about it, Bobby.
Well, there really are. I mean, Lou wanted more balance in his lineup. They got some left-handed bats. Fukudome's off to a great start. I don't know if there's another team in the big leagues that has the depth of rotation that the Cubs have, 1 through 5. There's some issues in the bullpen to be ironed out, but that's to be expected with any ball club early in the season until you see how guys fit together. So certainly great reason for optimism.
And I've got to tell you, I've been going to Cubs spring training since 1985. This was the best group of young arms, Lynn, that I have ever seen down there. Jim Hendry has done an amazing job, not only adding to the big league club, but continuing to draft and develop. I mean, the cavalry's coming.
And he's trying to sort out what he has in the bullpen. He's got a lot of new arms, guys who've been in the big leagues before but are new to the Cubs, and he and Larry will get it sorted out. Marmol's throwing the ball really well.
Lou's done that for so long with the Nasty Boys in Cincinnati.
And the guy we showed, Alfonso Soriano, you were on his bandwagon in spring training. You told him he's your MVP pick, and he's already hit 4 big home runs.
How about that? The second pitch of the season, man. He takes Roy Oswald deep. I tell you who told me about him, though, was the hitting coach, Gerald Perry. Right, Lynn, right off the bat, he says, take a look at him. And, Bobby, you'd know better by far than I would. Gerald said he's got life in his legs again. He went to the Dominican Republic where we have the academy down there. He started working right off the bat. And, Bobby, he's just got a different look to him.
He really does, and it shows in his swing. That ball makes a different noise coming off his bat early in the season this year than it did last year. You know yourself, Sutton, Jody, you get to a point in your career where you kind of just take your off-season workout for granted because you know you're going to get back on the field in spring training. You know the things you have to do, but
you think it'll still be there.
And sometimes it isn't there anymore.
You're
and that's
so
when
right.
you really have to dedicate yourself to getting your body physically ready to go through the long grind again, and Soriano did that this year.
Guys, I got to tell you, I love being on here with you. It's a blast. I'm a huge fan, but I got to go. I'm getting a little nervous of what's going on here. You guys have got a shutout going. I'm not going to screw this up. I'll be watching you tomorrow. You know that.
You got it. Thanks, son.
See you guys. Bobby, thank you.
One of the great pitchers of his era and a fantastic broadcaster, Rick Sutcliffe.
Not that he's superstitious or anything.
No. I think he was cold, to be honest. That was just a line. We always enjoy having Sut on with us. And Lou's going to come out. And this is not a pitching change. This is
not
one of Lou's chats.
How you feeling?
This is a fireside chat with Lou Piniella.
Mostly fire. I'm guessing.
A walk to Iannetta, and now the pinch hitter Ian Stewart. It's 40 degrees out here, I think he said.
Yeah, something like that. Let's go. Well, in the meantime, Neil Kotz has jumped up and begun to throw once again. Looks like he's going to be joined by right-hander David Patton down in that Cubs bullpen. Aaron Heilman has shown an amazing ability to throw that double play ground ball when he's needed it the most. And after that meeting the mound by Lou, I think now would be a real good time to throw a ground ball.
Missed again, 3-0. Three and one. 40,077. A paid crowd here for the home opener. Many have headed for the exits on this cold and rainy day. Cubs leading 3-0 late. Popped him up on the 3-1. Fontenot catches in foul territory. Well, more sad news in the world of baseball today. Former all-star pitcher Mark the Bird Fidrich found dead. Apparently an accident at his farm in Massachusetts, just 54 years old. He was the American League Rookie of the Year in 1976, won 19 games for the Detroit Tigers. And that comes on the heels of the passing of Hall of Fame broadcaster Harry Callis. Swing and a miss by Fowler. Swinging left-handed for the first time today. 2 home runs for Fowler this year, 1 from each side. Cornermen in. Now Derek backing up at first base. 0-2 the count. Ball got out of the Rockies bullpen, so time was called. See how cold it is. Two-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. So the visit by Lou resulted in a foul out and a strikeout.
Good meeting.
3-0.
Yeah. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. And may you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. And may your heart always be joyful. And may your song always be sung. May you stay forever young. May you stay forever young.
Every generation refreshes the world.
Cool.
Ah, that's the new Fiber One cereal. Frosted shredded wheat.
Yeah, but I'm throwing it away.
Why? You seem to really like it.
I do. My wife wants me to. She says there can't be any fiber in it.
It's got 1/3 of a day's worth of fiber.
It tastes way too good to have fiber.
10 crunchy little layers frosted to perfection.
I eat what I want. She's here, isn't she?
She is.
Hey.
New Fiber One Frosted Shredded Wheat. Cardboard, no. Delicious, yes.
Nobody has to tell you these are tough times. That's why it's a good time to get back under the hood, to keep that car running longer, and do everything you can to make sure a small job doesn't turn into a costly one. And AutoZone is here to help every step of the way. We're the one place you'll find the expertise, tools, and advice you can trust to help you do the job right the first time. Because do it yourself doesn't mean you have to do it alone. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
World Wrestling Entertainment presents WWE Superstars. Expect everything. Thursday at 8 East, 8 West on WGN America.
Time to take a look today's AM/PM player of the game. Who else? Ted Lilly. Too much good stuff. And all of his pitches working well right from the start of this ball game. The conditions certainly didn't hurt anything. He just attacked this Rockies lineup. 6 2/3 innings, gave up only the 1 base hit, struck out 8. Our AM/PM player of the game, Ted Lilly. Too much good stuff.
Top of the order against right-hander Ryan Spire. Kevin Gregg is up in the Cubs pen. Did not get the save last night. Gave up a run, but did close out the Brewers. Swing and a miss by Soriano. Conditions haven't changed much since we started. A light drizzle and a lot of wind blowing straight in from the lake. It's outside, 2-2. I am not a hot chocolate drinker, but I will be tonight. Get some hot tea before the game. Anything that's warm.
Anything warm. Fouled back to the upper deck.
The off day tomorrow will benefit the injured Cubs, Bradley, Ramirez, Soto, and it'll also benefit the entire team because they just got here early this morning after a long spring training and then the 1-week road trip.
I would imagine some of the newer Cubs are probably still staying at a hotel, even though they're here in Chicago, their home city. They probably haven't had time to find a place to live yet, or if they have found a place to live, maybe not furnishings and dishes and towels and so forth and so on. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of busy ball players on the off day tomorrow.
Aaron Heilman lives in the Chicago area in the offseason. So not a big deal for him. In fact, he was thrilled when he got traded to the Cubs. And he and I think, Bob, just about every reliever, save for maybe Carlos Marmol in this first week plus, they've gotten a heavy dose of Lou. He is not happy with the lack of strike throwing. And I think for Lou, and you know, he wears his heart on his sleeve. It's not about the results. I mean, for the most part, they're getting the job done. 4-2, a chance to go 5-2. But he wants to, as Barney Fife would say, nip it in the bud.
Nip it in the bud.
Nip it, nip it, nip it. Base hit for Soriano.
Oh, what a good at bat by Fonzie right there. Fell behind 0-2, fouled off some tough pitches. Finally got one he could handle and drilled it through that left side of the infield. As you said, for the most part, the bullpen has gotten the job done, Len, but I think it's just the cumulative effect of all those extra pitches that they throw, the situations that you put your defense in, and it's going to take its toll over the course of the season. I think given the number of walks that the bullpen has given up, the Cubs are probably pretty fortunate to be where they are right now, and Lou realizes that. They're making it a lot harder than it has to be.
Well, this is a key time for every guy out there because they're trying to, as Terrio bunts to third, it's picked up by Atkins, and they're going to throw and save. Soriano just got back on a heads-up play by Todd Helton. It's a sacrifice for Terrio, who has gone hitless today for the first time this season. But he moves the runner up.
See, Soriano is looking over to third base. Atkins came in to field that bunt, and I think for a moment Soriano had a thought about trying to round second, just keep going to third and try to beat the coverage to the bag. And Helton realized that and snapped that throw behind him over there at second base, but he was able to get back on his belly.
Just to finish my point, this is a critical time for all the relievers because they're trying to show Lou, either one, my spring training was not a fluke, and two, this is what I can do in a pressure situation. They're trying to throw strikes. And the biggest thing, I'm stating the obvious here, but Lou doesn't want to use Carlos Marmol 110 times this season. He has to find somebody else, along with Aaron Heilman, from the right side to get some outs in the middle to late innings. Carlos not even in the bullpen after working in 3 straight games, so sits with the other Carlos as they chomp on that gum. That's going to be a base hit for Fukudome. Soriano's going to try to score, and he will, and it's 4-0, and they'll get Kosuke at first base. So he gets the RBI single, reaching base for the 4th straight time before he's thrown out.
Nice piece of hitting, just slapping that ball into shallow left field. Soriano got a great jump off second base. They're going to have no chance to throw him out at home. And when that throw comes back into the infield, Kosuke gets caught in no man's land. He was hoping that throw was going to go through to home plate and try to advance into scoring position himself. But as I said, no play on Fonzie at the plate, so the Rockies cut it off and caught Fukudome in no man's land.
Base is clean. 1 strike on D. Lee.
There's the tail end of that play as Fukudome tries to get back in, and Todd Helton blocks the base with his right foot. You can see Kosuke never got to the bag.
You think guys did that when Ty Cobb was sliding back into the bag? Probably not. Learned a lot about the feet up with those sharp spikes. I'm sure you've been clipped a few times. Well, you had the shin guards.
Sometimes that didn't even help. It spiked in the knee one time. The heel cleat from the runner at home plate came right in the crease between the shin guards, and they get 4 stitches between innings. That happens. I mean, not nearly as much as it used to. I mean, there used to be players that were notorious for using their cleats as weapons going into bases on stolen bases or trying to stretch a single into a double. And boy, as a defender, you knew who was coming in there and what they were likely to do. And a lot of times guys got a little light in their loafers around the bag. You know, they didn't want to hang in there knowing that they were going to take some contact and that it was probably going to hurt.
A full count on Lee. The pitch. He walked him. That's 9 walks for the Cubs. Along with 10 last night.
What a remarkable change in their offensive approach. I mean, there were a couple of years there, Len, when you and I first started working together, the Cubs wouldn't draw 9 walks in a week.
It all changed last year. I think you could go back a lot longer than that, too.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty impatient offensive club.
Historically.
Yep. Milton Bradley brings a patient approach. Derek Lee will take his walks. Ryan Theriot. Kosuke.
Well, they're players all around baseball, Len, and a few of them on the Cubs that the book is you don't have to throw them strikes to get them out. That's not the case anymore. I mean, there may be some stretches of the season where guys individually get a little impatient, maybe chase some bad pitches. It's going to happen to every hitter. But as a team, this has become an extremely patient ball club that is going to force you to throw strikes.
Two and 2 on Fontenot. A run in to make it 4-0. Now Kevin Gregg has one issue, and he has a surgically repaired left knee, and when he sits down it tightens up on him. So generally when he gets up he's going to get in the game, and if he doesn't get in the game, Cubs probably won't get him up more than once. It's flagged down by Baker, and that's the 8th inning. So I think we're going to see Gregg coming up here in the 9th. He'll throw his last warm-up toss. It's 4-0.
Start your night with a bang. Because we've stacked all the... into one big hour. AFB tonight at 7 East 4 West on WGN America.
Man, love that drinkability.
Drink what?
Drinkability. It's what makes Bud Light so incredibly refreshing. It's like a wave of refreshment, gently washing over your whole body.
It's getting bigger.
Here comes the refreshment. That almost never happens.
Easy drinking, always refreshing. Bud Light, the difference is drinkability.
No hard feelings.
Did you know the Honda Accord holds its value better than any other car in its class? And the reasons are simple. Its exceptional engineering can help lead to lower maintenance costs, and being a top safety pick can help lower insurance expenses. So what's the bottom line? The Accord costs less over the long term. And that's music to anyone's ears. Go to Edmunds.com for an independent report on the true cost to own an Accord. And then see your Honda dealer for great leases and low financing.
Okay, maybe it was my fault.
She told me to kill the weeds.
And you did, along with the grass.
I used the wrong stuff.
Oh, there were dead spots everywhere.
This is the right stuff. Ortho Weed Be Gone Max. It kills weeds down to the root. Even the tough ones like dandelion and crabgrass.
But unlike that other stuff, it won't kill the grass. Ortho guarantees it. Kill the weeds, not the lawn.
Weeds, not lawn.
Got it?
Yeah. Ortho Weed Be Gone Max.
Defend what's yours.
Kevin Gregg, as a visiting player, 4 appearances, 4 saves. No earned runs in 3 2/3 innings. Now pitching for the home team. Ryan Spilborghs hits the first pitch in the air, and Kosuke's coming over. It lands untouched. Foul.
Here's today's Budweiser play of the game. In the 4th inning, Derek Lee with Ryan Theriot on board at second base. Shoots one into that right center field gap to drive him home. He also walked and scored in the 2nd inning, doubled in the 3rd, walked again in the 8th inning. Reach for the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Budweiser, the great American lager. Big day for D. Lee.
Apparently the first baseman allowed to blow on their hands too.
And the announcers.
Got the slider in for a strike. The Rockies still have but 1 hit. Garrett Atkins single in the 7th. Lilly, Guzman, Heilman have combined for the 1-hit shutout to this point. 1 and 2. We thought for a while we might see Bert Hooten Part 2. Real cold, wintry-like conditions in early April afternoon here at Wrigley. It was back in '72. But Atkins broke up the no-hit bid with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Two pitch. Close but no cigar. 3 and 2. Deep breath by Kevin, and he got him on the outside corner for strike 3. Stay tuned. The WGN News follows our ball game. Mark Sapelsa, Allison Payne, and Tom Skilling with the weather. He was right on with his forecast. And we hope Tom's going to tell us that the rest of the homestand is going to be just fine.
75 and sunny every day.
Well, might be a little greedy.
We'll get to that point sometime this summer.
be 75 in the lunchroom or in the press box. Greg's 2-0 pitch right down the middle. 2-1 on Todd Helton. Wind still blowing in. Three and two.
Yeah, Lou doesn't want to have to make another trip to the mound just to remind Kevin Gregg to throw strikes.
A one-out walk. The Brewers did get the tying run to the plate in the bottom of the ninth last night. Gregg got out of it. Struck out Prince Fielder. Called strike on Atkins. Seth Smith is on deck. Back out of play. The producer of Cubs baseball on WGN Sports is Mark Brady. Our director is Skip Ellison. Doug Stanton, our associate producer. The executive producer of WGN Sports, Bob Vorwald. Thanks to our technical director, Roberto Rios. Paula Oscroba, our stage manager in the booth. And our studio coordinator back at WGN, Debbie Merrill. Great to be back with our entire WGN crew here at Wrigley Field. Still 1-2 on Atkins. Been a lot of great pitching performances in terms of starting pitchers here lately. Ted Lilly today, Kyle Loesch with a 3-hit shutout yesterday. Same for Aaron Harang. Josh Johnson went the distance for Florida. Swing and a miss, 2 gone. And they stand here at Wrigley. Want to sing Go Cubs Go. They did it 55 times last year.
If you didn't know the words at the beginning of the season, you certainly did by the end after singing it 55 times. Lou even learned the words.
Helton's going to take second base without a throw, and I don't think he'll get a stolen base. Caps out. Ramirez just watching along with Marmol.
This has been the longest game of the spring for Ramos Ramirez, having to sit and watch.
The home opener, no less. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Cubs looking to go 5-2 to begin the year. The 2-2 pitch called. called. Strike 3, Cubs win. All the outs in the ninth were strikeouts. Cue the band. 4-0 the final.
Baseball season's underway. Well, you better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. They're singing.
Cubs, Cardinals, Friday on WGN America. Travel deep down to the movie underground to screen another movie mind fresh from the vault Friday.
Join us for a special movie underground presentation of The Bullwinkle Show.
Friday night at 8 East 5 West on WGN America.
World Wrestling Entertainment presents WWE Superstars. Every Thursday, a brand new, exclusive, one-hour show. Expect action. Expect drama. Expect everything. Thursday at 8 East, 8 West on WGN America.
When my allergies hit, I've got a great new way to hit back. I get Claritin Clear with new Claritin Liquid Gels, the first and only non-drowsy allergy medicine with pure liquid power. Claritin Liquid Gels, a powerful new way to live Claritin Clear.
Chic Extreme 3, the only disposable with 3 flexible pivoting blades and 2 conditioning strips for a smooth, comfortable shave. Chic Extreme 3, for your skin.
Hi, what can I get for $1?
That's yours.
How far can I get with this?
You can get out.
How tan can I get for this? That's it? Hi, what can I get for this?
How about crispy, juicy chicken with all the amenities and an irresistible classic known fondly as the McChicken? Huh?
Wow.
Now more than ever, McDonald's Dollar Menu.
When your neighbors ask who does your lawn, just open your garage. Excellent maneuverability. Wide range of cutting decks. And the quality and great price of Craftsman. Innovations, the broadest selection, and better value. No wonder Craftsman is among America's most trusted brands.
Ah, that hits the spot. It's drinkability. It means Bud Light is good wherever you are. If you're at a party, or playing golf, like those guys, or at the bar.
Draw another door.
Don't say draw.
Never filling, always refreshing. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
7 aces.
If you're like a lot of people, you have high blood pressure and you have high cholesterol. You've taken steps to try and lower both your numbers, but how close are you to your goals? There may be more you can do. Only Catawet combines 2 proven medicines in a single pill to significantly lower high blood pressure and high cholesterol. In a clinical study of patients with slightly elevated blood pressure and cholesterol, Catawet helped 48% reach both goals in just 4 weeks.
Catawit is one of many treatment options, in addition to diet and exercise, that you can discuss with your doctor. Catawit is not for everyone. It's not for people with liver problems and women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. To check for liver problems, you need simple blood tests. Tell your doctor about any heart problems and all other medications you are taking, or if you experience muscle pain or weakness, as they may be a sign of a rare but serious side effect.
How close are you to where you want to be? Ask your doctor if Catawit can help you go for both your goals.
Chicago Cubs baseball, brought to you by Budweiser Select. Full flavor, 99 calories, the exception to the rule. The Illinois Lottery. Play the Illinois Lottery. Have a ball. Comcast. Catch more games in HD on Comcast Digital Cable. Call 1-888 for Best TV today. By Pepsi. Every generation refreshes the world. Visit refresheverything.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Travel Southwest Airlines for business and get where you need to go on time. Visit southwest.com today.
4 Cubs pitchers combined on a one-hit shutout today. The only hit, Garrett Atkins with 2 outs in the 7th inning. So Ted Lilly gets his second win in as many decisions. The Cardinals are coming to town on Thursday, and we'll have game 2 of the series coming up on Friday. 1 o'clock for the leadoff man. Cardinals and Cubs from Wrigley. So opening day in the books. Stay tuned. The WGN News is next.
Don't look, but you're totally getting scoped out right now.
Seriously, where?
Don't look. Been staring at you for like 20 minutes.
What, that? That's the money you could be saving with Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
There is only one place to see it all. World Wrestling Entertainment presents WWE Superstars. Every Thursday, a brand new, exclusive, 1-hour show featuring every WWE superstar.
The Heartbreak Kid Shawn
The rated R superstar.
Charismatic Enigma. The What's a Killer, Randy Orton.
Time to play the game.
Rest in peace.
Every diva.
The most beautiful athletic women in the world.
Every heart-pounding moment.
You can't miss this.
WWE Superstars. Every Thursday. Only on WGN America. Expect action. Expect drama. Expect everything. Thursday at 8 East, 8 West on WGN America.